Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to the first video of 2018. Now, it has become a tradition that my first video is gonna be a list, a top 10 to be precise, and what better than figures? I mean, of course, this channel is about figures. Duh. Now, before we start, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. The title says my top 10 figures of 2017. With that being said, everybody has their own preferences, everybody's gonna have a different list. I just picked what I thought was the best, what I enjoyed the most, so there's gonna be some bias in it. Please forgive me, but by all means guys, just go ahead and write down your favorites down in the comments. But enough about me rambling, let's start the show. I need to get back to some work. Yeah, work. At the number 10 spot, we got the Orakusaki, or also known as Shredder, by First Gouken. Now, this figure came out, and just like with the Krang, everybody was like really skeptical because First Gouken, they're making unlicensed TMNT figures, but this guy came out great. He's not perfect by any means. There's some paint smudges on the arm and whatnot, but there's just a ton of die-cast in the armor, and the robotic look really makes it look nice. And he comes over more like a Cyber Shredder, which is an actual thing. Now, other kind of problem was the size, as he is way too big to fit in with any other TMNT line. But what matters is that at the end of the day, this is still one of the best Shredders you can get. "2017 was the year that SH Figure Arts started their Street Fighter V line. To somewhat mixed reactions, and I gotta agree with it. Some of the figures are really good, and some of it are, not so great. That's why we're looking at Chumlee over here. I don't have Ryu, Rashid, or Cammy in here, because Chumlee is the best of the bunch. The other ones aren't bad, but let's just focus on Chumlee for the very nice paint job. I really dig the gold, and even though she has the anime face, it's really not that bad. It still looks nice. So you got a great look, you got good articulation, and you got some decent accessories. What more do you want? Why so serious? Yeah, I'm bringing that back. Next up, we got the SH Figure Arts Joker from The Dark Knight, and oh my god, this guy just looks so good. Like, all over this list, different entries will have different reasons. If you want my main reason for this guy, the look. They captured it so well and just did an amazing job with the 3D printer. All the detail in his collar, his coat looks good. Yes, there is a lack of shading, and I talked about the articulation being a bit lackluster, but at the end of the day, I can forgive that because this is one of these figures. What is there is done so goddamn well. The negatives really just don't matter that much anymore because the good outweighs the bad by so much. And we got our first double entry. Now you might be saying, double entry? What is this, cheating? No, listen. This year we had two new Gokus by SH Figure Arts, and they both have the same body. There's just the difference is the hair color and the headpiece, and really just the way that they're both colored. That being said, when Super Saiyan God Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Goku were announced, I didn't really expect much. I was like, oh, more Goku. But SH Figure Arts really delivered with making these new Goku molds and a fantastic paint job, especially with all the shading going on in the God Goku, and really necessary Super Saiyan 3 Goku remodeling. And I really couldn't decide which one I like more, so they're both number 7. Deal with it! And at number 6, we got a case of, well, I'm just gonna pick these up because they look fun, they might be okay. And then I actually got them, and oh my god, do these guys look amazing. I'm of course talking about the NX Edge Style line. It's really the entire line. I'm just showing you the EVAs right now from Neon Genesis Evangelion. But Mega Man X and Mega Man Zero fit on this list just as much. They have a great look, the articulation's nice, you got some good accessories, and you can build a tower with it, which is just something like, I love that. The ability to combine your bases and do a nice little tower like that, that's cool. So, definitely giving a nod to this line, and keep supporting it. Talk about a last-minute addition. I just reviewed the Figma Summers Erin the other day, so really I don't need to go in great detail, you can just go back and watch the review. But basically, in a nutshell, this figure is just so good in the paint department. The detail, the articulation, you got some really cool stuff to hide the articulation. She moves around very well. And really the only problem was a bit of a lack of accessories. We don't have a blaster effect, but what are you gonna do? Quite frankly, with all the work that must have gotten into this figure, I really don't care. I'm just super glad I got her before the end of 2017. Can you imagine this not being on the list just because I hadn't gotten her? Oh. So is it just me, or there are a lot of robot-looking dudes on this list? I swear to God, it's not even intentional. But the MP36 Megatron just deserves every single bit of it. It sure as hell took Takara Tomy long enough to give us a masterpiece Megatron. But the result, quite frankly, outstanding. Yes, this guy is super expensive, but they started kind of a thing where now you're getting different faces, or in Megatron's case, a different chest piece. Tons of accessories, and the dude just looks perfect, just completely taken out of the cartoon show. With a super clean transformation, but also a super hard and frustrating transformation. Tell me about it. It's TMNT time! Now you knew this was gonna happen, you knew this was gonna be on the list. The Neca 1990 movie Turtles are just in a league of their own. First and foremost, these guys are huge, clocking in at almost 40 centimeters. The amount of detail is quite frankly just stunning, as they look like they've jumped right out of the movie into your living room. Now, have I mentioned that they also come with tons of accessories? Of course, all their signature weapons, pizza pieces, a bunch of different hands, ooze canisters, like really everything you need. Now, the articulation isn't the greatest, but at this size, it's forgivable. Oh, by the way, have I mentioned they only cost about $100? Yeah, another stellar performance by Neca. Man, I love that Soul Calibur jingle. Do you know what else I love? TMNT! And there's a lot to choose from. I mean, this year alone, we got the Neca Turtles, and at number 2, we got the Mondo Turtles. Now hold on real quick, I'm hearing you already. Why are the Mondo Turtles better than the Neca Turtles? Well, they're not really. Because basically I couldn't really decide who I want to be on 2 and who I want to be on 3. I went back and forth all the time. But it just happens that today I woke up and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it to the Mondo Turtles because I like the smaller size better, they're more articulated, and also there's a whole bunch of nostalgia going into this. I mean, I've said it in the reviews, they definitely got an old school toy vibe going on. And most important, guys, I wasn't gonna get these. When they went out, I was like, they're too expensive, they're too big, probably gonna skip on them. But man, am I glad I changed my mind on that. You wanna know, when I was putting together this list, there was a certain thing that kept coming back and kept coming back. There's just one line this year that was so good that I decided to put it all together and put it at number 1. Otherwise, this entire top 10 would have just been me praising the same company over and over again. So yeah, at number 1, we got It's Storm Collectibles. Yes, the entire line of Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter figures. Now, as I've said, I just had to put everything together because every single figure from that line deserved a spot on this list. And I don't want to make a top 10 with like, hey, another Street Fighter figure, hey, another Mortal Kombat figure, blah, 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 blah. As a result, I just really want to put everything together for this phenomenal lineup. I mean, Jesus, just look at what we got this year. Storm Collectibles has really done a great job of covering a wide variety of Street Fighter V characters. Although as far as Mortal Kombat goes, unfortunately we've only gotten the ninja so far. And everything about these characters is top notch. I really enjoy how these characters are built. Look-wise and articulation-wise, everything comes together so nicely. And it's definitely a change of pace from the SH Figuarts and the Figmas. They're really doing their own thing. So shoutouts to Storm Collectibles for delivering in 2017, and they got so much more planned for 2018, I don't even know where to begin with. Tekken, King of Fighters, and of course more Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Dang! So that's gonna do it. Those are my top 10 picks for 2017. I'm looking forward to bringing you guys more figure reviews, more top 10s, more whatever in 2018. But that's gonna do it for now. As usual, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this top 10, feel free to hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever the real Payne wants. Did I just talk in third person about myself? Eh.